What is going on, you guys? It is Teenage Night, and I am back with some NCAA Football 14 Road to Glory. This is the bowl game against Clemson, and Clemson's 7-5 coming in. We are 9-3, ranked number 20. Clemson is unranked, but their overall team was like a 93. So it's still going to be a tough game. They just must have had a really tough schedule or a really bad year. Taj Boyd got injured or something, because there is no reason for them to have done that bad with that record. But we get into the game now. We are already down 7-0 coming into our first possession. Handoff to Christian Powell, and he's going to run up the middle and get a nice 12-yard gain. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need to score on almost every possession to even have a chance of winning this game with their team rating at least. And now Damian's going to run up the middle, and he's going to cut to the left and then break a tackle and get forced down, but an 11-yard gain on the play and the first down. One play later, 2nd and 13, Damian dropping back, looking, rolling out to the left side, and he's going to take off one more time. I don't think he's thrown the ball yet this drive, and he gets laid out trying to spin the guy out. 16-yard gain on that one. 3 rushes, 24 yards. Now coming out of the pistol, and everyone's going deep downfield, what it looks like. Damian over the middle, and he's got Vincent Hobbs who gets the first down, 26-yard completion. Alright, so he had a pretty good play there. And now Damian, 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself, and he will fight into the end zone, touchdown, 4 yards, and Clemson ties it up 7-7. Alright, so they're off to a pretty good start. That first drive, there was a lot of running, not a lot of passing. They might want to get that checked out. Now Damian from the shotgun, dropping back, looking, and he's going to go deep, and it is Nelson Spruce, but incomplete on 3rd down, so now they will give the ball back to Clemson, and Clemson would score. Now they're down 21-7. So, it's a 14-point deficit at this point. So Colorado's got to start doing something. On 2nd and 13, Damian gets a 6-yard rush. And now it's 3rd and 6. From the pistol, they've got to score on this possession or else they are out of it. And he finds Nelson Spruce over the middle, and Nelson will get a 20-yard gain and the first down. Now, Damian Flemming in the pistol formation. What's he going to do here? He takes a snap. He's dropping back. Looking. Everyone's deep downfield, but no one's open. And Damian just fires it, hits Christian Powell, but Christian Powell would fumble the football, and it's recovered by Robinson. And now Clemson has the football. And now Colorado is down 28-7. So they've got a nice little deficit. And I don't know why my video is lagging so bad. Damian from pistol. Damian will take the snap and drop back. Looking, firing deep, and he's got Tyler McCulloch, and he has the first down, 26 yards. They're trying to score before halftime, maybe not have that big of a deficit before going into the half. Damian from pistol takes a snap. Looking over the middle, and he's got Vincent Hobbs for the touchdown, 28-14. Clemson. But 6 for 8, 130 yards and a touchdown. Not thrown a pick yet, so that's good. And now start the 3rd quarter. We are down 28-14. Damian gets stuffed in the backfield on the option play. This is not good. 3rd and 20 for Clemson. Damian drops back. He's looking. And sacked. 4th and 28. They have to punt the football. And now down 35-14. This is not looking good for Colorado right now. They have got to get something going. It's going to take a miracle. Probably a bigger miracle than Arizona to win this game. And now Damian from pistol drops back, looking, and where's he going to go with it? Oh, he's going to run up the middle. Damian up the middle, and he'll break a tackle and then be forced down, but he does get a nice little gain on the play. But Damian Flemming is injured on the play, but the backup would lead us to a touchdown, and then we get this field position on the very next possession. So we have a really good chance to make this a 7-point ball game here in the 4th quarter, late 4th quarter, or about middle 4th quarter if you go by that quarter time, but now Damian rolling out to the right side. He's going to go. He's going to hurdle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado, 28-35. They are back in this football game. And now with a minute 49 to go, we are tied, or not tied. We are trying to tie the game up. He throws it to Vincent Hobbs, and he's got the first down. That tremendous field position is probably what set them up in that great spot last possession. Or sets him up in this spot now, but he goes deep, and it's Paul Richardson. Who else would be there to make that touchdown grab? That just caps off a tremendous year that Paul Richardson has had. And right there you can see he breaks the record for most receiving touchdowns in a season. And I don't remember how many touchdown passes Damian threw this year, but yeah, I think a little bit over half of them were to Paul Richardson, as Colorado just tied the game up with 1:27 to go. Get the ball back with 57 seconds left, tied up at 35. I cannot talk. So this miraculous comeback is still an effect pretty much, because one misplay and they could easily lose this. But Damian Flemming hit Gerald Thomas deep downfield, and now they're maybe in long field goal territory, as Damian will try to get them into a little bit better position, and he'll do it here as he cuts to the left and then gets brought down at the around the 15-yard line. And 15 seconds to go, 35-35. The clock is winding down. Damian will take the snap, roll it to his left, and now he'll run up, and he will get tackled at about the 2 or 3 yard line. They'll call a timeout, and that will leave 3 seconds for their kicker to come on and attempt pretty much an extra point play. This game has been a miracle for Colorado to even be in this. Down 35-14, they have scored 21 unanswered points, and now here comes the field goal attempt. 3 seconds to go. This is for the Sun Bowl. The kick is up, and it is good. Colorado comes back, scores 24 unanswered points against Clemson to win the game. Alright, so they showed that they can play, as Damian now is 7-3 as a starter, and they have not lost since their miraculous comeback against Arizona, and this game even took a miraculous comeback to have a chance. And as you can see, Damian celebrating with his teammates. This is capping off pretty much a decent freshman year for Damian Flemming. I mean, as a freshman quarterback in the Ncaa, not many true freshman quarterbacks even get the start, let alone lead their team to a 10-3 record in the Pac-12. And we didn't always lose to the best teams, but one of our losses was to like number 4 Oregon. So that's one good thing, I guess. As you saw there, Damian won player of the game, and Clemson walks off the field in disappointment after just an awful year, pretty much. And final was 38-35. Like I said, 24 unanswered points for the Buffaloes in the last half. 11 for 14, 273 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 66 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. So Damian had a really good game, and now we are number 17, and we will go ahead and advance. Or I think I actually show you the stats. We're not going to advance yet. But we end the season number 17, 10-3. We ended up with 2,789 passing yards. You'll see all that here in a second. But here you can see all the results of the bowl games. And LSU, for some reason, had an awful year too, I guess, because they got beat by San Jose State. But some of these bowl games were really close. Some of them were a pretty big blowout. Some of them kind of confused me on why this team was there, but like Texas Tech versus Stanford, that was a blowout. Yeah, these are all like either really close or a blowout. I don't really see like any average games. But this year for Colorado was pretty good, and I see Oregon ended number 8. But anyway, sure for Colorado is pretty good. As you'll see here in a minute, Damian ended up. I don't know if you noticed it before it went to this, and then there's our bowl game. But Damian ended up with 20 passing touchdowns, and there were 12 to Paul Richardson. So only 8 touchdowns went to other people. Next year, try to get the ball spread out a little bit more. Dang, Kansas State finished number 3. A&M number 2. That was a decent game, I guess. That was closer than it should have been. Oh, OU won good. Beat Georgia in the Cotton Bowl for this. Well, it'd be the second year in a row. And the national championship, holy crap, that was a blowout. Jesus Christ. All right. So, national championship game, final score is 48-7, as you can see, with Nebraska getting slaughtered. 130 over 200, 2,789 yards, 20 touchdowns, 16 picks, complete 69% of the passes, sacked 26 times. That stat right there is what scares me, is 16 picks. But 112 rushing attempts, 623 yards, 9 touchdowns. This is all rushing. And 6 broken tackles, 6 fumbles. That's bad. Receiving, here's everyone's stats. Paul Richardson, only receiver to go over 1,000 yards. McCulloch ended up with 9 touchdowns. Remember, some of these, this doesn't add up to 20 because some of these were from Dylan being quarterback. Which I remember throwing the one to Bobo, so I did that one. My offensive line played pretty good this year. I think, like it said, 26 sacks. I think that's what it said. So we ended up doing pretty good in that department. And dang, I wanted to end up with 10 sacks. Damian actually did end up with the tackle. Somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't remember it, but apparently he did. Kicking, this doesn't really matter, 7 for 9. Kick return. We had one guy return it, which was Dante Abram. And that's pretty much the stats. Ended up with 203.1 quarterback rating. So we did better than the backup. But, see, all this stuff. But, anyway, I think now we will advance the week. And we will see who we play week 1 of the next year. And we play Colorado State for game 1. So, freshman year's over, sophomore year's beginning. Week 1 is versus Colorado State. This is Teenage Night, and I'm out.